Hi guys, this is Crowded Tea and I am back at the Earth SMP spawn and we are still just going around looking at stuff. So today we are going to go over this guy right here, the trench pickaxe, which will break blocks in a 3x3 area. Let's see what this is going to cost us. Can I click on this? There we go. 830 mine coins. It's going to be $5. How many uses are we going to get? It says 1,000 uses before it breaks. Now, these are limited use items. Once you use up the uses, they will disappear. Don't worry about putting mending on it, and don't worry about upgrading it to netherite. It's not going to make a difference. I happen to have one right here in my inventory, and mine only has a few uses on it, but we are going to go back to my city and try this out. Not only am I going to cover the trench pickaxes in this video, I'm also going to cover some of the other limited use items that there are. So let's go back to my city. It says it will break any hard block except for mob spawners. That is somewhat true. It will not break obsidian, and I don't have obsidian to show you, but I happen to be digging a hole over here. Yeah, I'll let you two fight it out. Got my sword out to take care of them, and they're fighting, so let's just... Here's a nice wall. 3x3, one hit. Now, if you watch my uses, 96, 95. Let's find a spot that is not just stone. Oh, this one has some ores, so watch what happens with the ores. It took the ores too. Kind of nice. It does stone. It does deep slate. Don't annoy me. If I was doing the floor here, it does not do dirt. If you notice that it does not get rid of a stone block, that is because it is infested. There are silverfish in it. It would be an infested stone block. It won't get rid of that. It does mine granite. It does not mine gravel. Does not mine obsidian. We have some diorite here. See, it'll take care of that. I'm not going to go over here to the amethyst. That's my water elevator. We don't want to mess that up. But that is what your trench pick does. Now, I did say we were going to cover some of the other single-use items. Let's see what else I have in my inventory. We have a trench axe. Ooh, I'm going to need wood for this. I don't particularly care for the trench axe. It works exactly the same as the trench pick, but the problem with the axe is most trees, let's say like an oak tree, grow like that in a 1x1. If you get the big trees, they grow in a 2x2. And the trench axe is very similar to the trench picks. It does a 3x3. Now, when you're talking about, say, like a dark oak, there are certain sections that might be 3 wide, like your dark oak might come out, you know, something like this. And there might be a section that's a 3x3, but that's not a typical thing. Oh, there's a glitch. I can't fly in mine. But it does take out a 3x3 section. Oh, how nice. Look at that. Somebody's over here helping me with my wheat field. That is so nice. Not very conducive for what I want this second, but that's okay. I still have some wheat over here. So this very sweet person is coming over here and replanting my wheat field. If you want to upgrade your farmer, you're welcome to come over here and help my wheat field. Just replant. That's all I ask. So one of the other single-use items, limited-use items we have is the harvester hoe. And so just to show you what the harvester hoe does, if you click on an item, it doesn't like it when I fly. Oh, because I was in that guy's claim. There we go. So what the harvester hoe does is it harvests a 3x3 area and it replants. And if you look in my chat, it also sells the items for you. So it does a 3x3. Let's see if I can get in the middle here. It does a 3x3 area of your farm. It works on sugarcane. It works on cocoa beans. And it works on all the typical farm things. Your wheat, your beets, your carrots. It will replant it and it will sell it to the server shop. Now, the harvester hoe, again, has limited uses, and it says shift click to toggle. I do play on a PlayStation 5. I have yet to figure out how to shift click. A lot of people have been telling me, oh, you crouch and use, but crouch, use. I have yet to figure out how to disable it. If you disable it, you can harvest and it will not sell the wheat. So that is an option. I want to leave this guy aside. Okay, so one of the other limited use items we have is a sell wand. And this one has 50 uses. And the way that works is we take a bunch of items and we're going to drop all this stuff that we had mined with our trench pick into this chest. What else do I got? Some andesite. Okay, and then we're going to take our sell wand. Ta-da! Let's take a look. There we go. So it sold everything to the server. And it left the diorite. So if we go in here and we look at the sell items, this is like the server's shop. And if you go over here to the block shop and you take a look at the blocks, you will notice that there's no diorite anywhere in this list. And that is why it left the diorite in there. One of the last limited use items that I have is the builder wand. And the way that works is, I'm just going to show you. We put a block down, tappy tappy, boom boom. Okay. It will only build the block that I tap. Okay, so see how it's building that? I want to make a wall come out this way, see what it does. Now, it's pulling blocks out of my inventory and it's creating something out of the block that I tap. So if I came over here and let's say I wanted to make a dirt wall here, if you look, it says I don't have enough of that block in my inventory, so it won't build me a wall. If I want to change my block, let's say I'm going to go with some granite. Okay, and then I can take my builder wand and I can click on it. And it is kind of odd that it's going both directions. Usually it only goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's making 6 and a 6. So it's adding 6 blocks to the wall. That's 6 less blocks I need to place. But that is the way the builder wand works. Now, a fun fact that not a lot of people know is that all of these limited use items can be merged. So let me organize this a little bit. How many harvester hoes do I have in my... Okay, so I have 3 harvester hoes. We have 100, 100, and a 35. And then I also have... I thought I had 2 cell wands. Apparently I only have 1. So I have 3 harvester hoes and I have 2 trench pickaxes. Now we're going to take a look at this. The harvester hoes have 100, 100, and 35. Make a mental note. The trench pickaxe has 421 and 500. Make a mental note. We are going to do a command, and this comes in so handy. We are going to do /merge tools. Okay? /merge tools. This works for the limited use items. And now you can see it combined my axe. Interesting, it did not combine my harvester hose. Let's try that again. There we go. Now we got it to combine my harvester hose. And it combined my cell wands. I'm not 100% sure what I did there. I'll have to go back and watch the video and when I see it in editing. But we have 235 on 1 harvester hoe, 99 on 1 cell wand, and 921 on my trench pickaxe. This also works for the builder wand, but I only have 1. And the reason why that comes in handy is because back in the day, you used to be able to open up your bundles, and every day you got yourself a harvester hoe. You got yourself a cell wand, and then you would get some money in XP. And I sat here one day opening up harvester hoes, and check out this chest. By the way, this chest was full. I have merged a few, but this you fill up very quickly. So you can take some, you can do /merge tools, and it will merge it into 1. And now instead of taking up 4 slots in my chest, it takes up 1. So that's kind of handy. Unless you happen to want like harvester hose all throughout your build. You know, if you just got that one section with your garden, it comes in very handy. And that is the single-use items that you can get here on the server. Now, when you run out, when it runs out of uses, it just breaks. Which is why I say I would not bother with trying to upgrade it. There's no need. It's not going to make it any better if it's upgraded. It's going to work just as well, whether it's a diamond, whether it's gold, whether it's netherite. There's no point in upgrading. You may want to merge it so you don't have 50 hoes in your inventory while you're mining your farm. But That's the limited use items. I hope you're enjoying my videos. Please like and subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitch. The name is Echoes Voice 16. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.